Hello everybody, my name is Mohammed Tausif and I am the author of KnowHowPedia. Today I'm going to talk about a basic question people ask me. Sir, I have applied for a job but I don't get a reply for it. Sir, I have applied many times on a portal but no one responds to me, I don't get an interview call. What is the basic reason of you not getting a call and others are getting it? There is a big difference which makes in your job hunting process is having a right killer resume. Most of the people nowadays, when they apply for a job, they don't look at their resume. They just apply because they think that employer will not look at it, interviewer will not look at it. They just call as if they get all these resumes, a pile of resumes, and everybody will be picked up and called. No, it's not like that. Employers have little chance of calling you based on your resume, based on what you have written in the resume. They look at it and based on that they will decide. You know how much time it takes? Not more than 30 seconds to decide whether you are suitable for a job or not. Today we're going to discuss about 10 things which are very important to look at, or 10 mistakes people commit in a resume, and if we avoid these mistakes, 100% chances that you will have an interview call. So let us start the video with the first error is called as typo error. Typo error or grammatical error is an error usually people commit. They have a lot of grammatical mistakes, or they also have some spelling mistakes they do. वो सोचते नहीं कि these are the important things. This shows two things. If you have grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes in your resume, the first thing is employer will think that you are not serious about the job. Second, you don't know how to write. So there is two possibilities. So it's very important to avoid the grammar mistakes. Check it up, check with an expert. Expert may go through this resume and find out all the mistakes which you may not find. So let them check it out, and that's done. Second mistake people do is they overload the resume or they put little information in the resume. Yani ki you cannot fill a resume packed up with all this unnecessary irrelevant information. You need to have accurate information which is required, more specific details which are required for a job. Don't try to overload your resume 5-6 pages as if you're writing an essay. Employers are not free to read your essay. Usually the long CVs are not overlooked or overshadowed. They will not be considered, or the CV which has little information will not be considered too, because they want information more in a snippet. They don't want too short, they don't want too long. The third mistake people commit while writing a resume is the career objective. Most of the people think that employer may or may not read. People copy the career objective from other CVs. People just write 3 lines taking from the internet. But believe me, career objective is very important section which you need to write about yourself. Take time out and draft it in such a way that it attracts the employer to read it in detail rather than they give up. Usually the career objective section is on the top, so try to put the important information which is related to you and those information which you want employer to see first. First impression is the best impression, so have your own career objective which is written by your own by doing a lot of groundwork. Now the fourth one is the accomplishments. Most of the people will not put the accomplishments. They try to put more responsibilities which you have conducted during your past job. It is very important for you to write the accomplishments rather than write what you have did in the job. What you have did, what you have achieved. There's a lot of difference in it. Employer wants what you have achieved. Employer knows what is there in each job. Usually there are so many times people highlight the things which are not specific to their jobs, and they don't highlight the things which are specific to their jobs. So being specific is very important. I'm applying for a sales job. I'll try to put those information. I'll try to put those keywords which are related to sales and try to make CV looks more sales oriented, achievement oriented, accomplishment oriented, rather than a piece of paper which has an essay relating to sales. Mistake is I'm applying for 10 different jobs but I have one CV. They think that one size fits all. No, it's not like that. You have to create an individual CV for each of these jobs, specific to each job, tailored in such a way that this is relevant to this particular job. Don't commit mistake of sending same CV to all kinds of jobs you are applying for. Maybe you are expert in sales and you may be expert in customer service. You need to have two different CVs. One which is focused on customer service, the other one which focuses on the sales job. The next mistake people usually do is having no action verbs. Usually whenever you have accomplishments, you try to use some action verbs stating that you have recruited number of people, you have controlled the entire system, you have, try to start with the action verb recruited, employed, or trained, or you can go for managed. And it is very important for you to fill up some numbers. The numbers usually like 30% of sales. So achieve 30% of sales in a retail sector, especially in kids department or whatever it may be. Or recruited 400 people from 2011 to 2019 and trained them in the area of customer service, which has achieved an increase of 42% of sales. So whatever. So try to have some numbers in it so that it can attract the employer when employer is going through your resume. Usually people do is they make their CV more clumsy. They want to decorate their CV with lot of different fonts. They want to have lot of things in a single page. They make the font so smaller that everything fits in one page because somebody said only 1 or 2 page CV is enough. It's not good. Try to have a consistency in your font, the structure, the indent, and the line spacing. Everything should be properly aligned and looks more professional rather than you just do whatever you think is right. So don't decorate your CV. CV is not for decoration. It is, you just keep important one type of font, let's say Times New Roman, size 12, you have a size 12 and heading size 12 bold. Enough. The last mistake people conduct is they don't give right contact information. They don't put right telephone number, or they put telephone number of somebody else, their parents' number.